we had a lot of arguments. And I think most of our arguments are coming from unhealed parts of ourselves. Unintentionally. Na we're hurting each other. It's not that because we want to hurt each other. It's because we're hurting from a certain trauma, from a certain past, from a certain hurt. Na we're projecting it into our relationship.
At the height of the galit, tapos sasabihin ni Alec, what is this really about? What's this trigger? What's this trauma, babe? Like, I can't understand what's happening to you. Parang ako mas lalo ko natitrigger. Kasi, oh my gosh.
Mas lalo mong
ilalabas mo yung yung trauma ko diba? Mas lalong, I don't wanna be as vulnerable because no, this is not a trigger. Mali ka lang talaga. Magde-defense ka agad, diba?
And that's what happens in a close...
That's how you break through that, that trauma.
In the way that people talk about healing, they think na they will come to a point na magpapaka-single muna ako para ma-heal ako.
Huy, sino yan?
Magpapaka-single muna ako para ma-heal ko, para ready na ako sa relationship. But let's be honest, you can never really be ready for that, having a perfect relationship, because a relationship is still work. Parang, don't get me wrong, mahalaga pa rin yan, self-care, self-love, even if you're in a relationship. But I don't get it why people close themselves in terms of posible na ma-fall in love ulit sila. Look, you got hurt. Someone hurt you, someone betrayed you, but that doesn't mean that everyone will.
If you really want to heal relationship traumas, be in a relationship. Don't be scared.
You like someone because, and you love someone despite all the possibility of not loving this person, seeing all their traumas, seeing all what's wrong for them, and still choosing to love them despite everything. I think that's when you know na I want to be with this person talaga. Like, I'm committed to this person.
The Pod Network Entertainment.
Hey guys, welcome back to Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. My name is Alec Cuenca and I'm your host, and welcome back. I'm super excited to do this episode again. I miss doing that intro, but more importantly, I miss talking to a lot of amazing people on the show. Kasi today is not a solo episode. It's going to be with a guest. And as you have seen sa title, of course, this is going to be a very special episode with my one and only, Coach Yani Moya.
Yay! Ako na ulit ang magpapasaya ng small talk.
Yeah. So again, thank you so much for being here and allowing me to have you on the show. The last time that we talked, marami tayo na pag-usapan about manifestation, and it has been 2 years.
Yeah, and you also guested us pala ni Gold. Ngayon ko lang naalala.
Talaga?
Quarter Life Bliss, kaming dalawa.
Talaga?
Yeah.
I did?
Sa bahay. Doon tayo nag-shoot that.
Ay, oo nga, yung mga videos ko din.
Yes.
Anyway, today we're gonna be talking a lot about relationships, because I feel like it's a topic that I haven't gone deep in a while. Kasi I just, of course, before it was just everything to me, that talking about relationships. But now that there's a lot of things na ginagawa ko na rin, marami na rin nakapag-usapan. But something that I wanna talk to you about is something that we have been significantly working on, which is our own relationship. And so maybe in this episode, we're gonna talk about a lot of different healing stuff in terms of relationship, because that's what we've been focusing about. And I guess I want to start off with the quote that I have been so obsessed by, which is, you can't heal relationship traumas if you are single. Parang the only way that you can heal is, because lahat naman tayo may trauma sa relationships, right?
Yeah.
But you can't heal that. Ang inisip kasi ng mga tao, parang self-care, self-love para maano. But I do believe na the only way that you can heal is if you are in a relationship and you actually go through the stuff that you haven't gone through. So, what's your take on that?
I totally believe that, kasi I remember the first, parang we think kasi that when we become single, we get to heal parts of us that, that was broken during the past relationship, which is true, diba? Some parts of it. But I think the true healing the true healing of traumas that we acquire during a relationship, you can only heal that in your next relationship. Kasi dun pa lang lalabas talaga yung mga issues eh. Dun pa lang talaga lalabas yung, ay parang naaalala ko tong moment na to, ginawa na to sa akin before. Ay mga ganyan, diba? Dun lang siya talaga lalabas when you're in the new relationship. Of course, when you're single, yung mga na-heal mo, probably, yung mga talagang wounds na meron ka na, maybe growing up, or yung wounds na meron ka na even before you got into the relationship, or you brought into that relationship. Let's say, trauma mo, let's say, growing up is, you don't like being alone. Siguro nung bata ka, iniiwan ka parati sa yaya or what. So pagdating mo sa relationship, no, na project mo yun sa partner mo, pero sa totoo, sa sarili mo pala yun na kailangan mong i-heal, no. But the traumas that you acquire in a relationship, parang lalabas lang talaga siya when you're already in a relationship. Di ba remember, when we started dating, yung mga issues talaga namin, talagang, kaya naman yung first 2 years of a relationship, medyo ang bababaw ng mga because you're trying to heal parts of you that got wounded in a past relationship. And di ba nung nag-start tayo, yung mga issues talaga parang, oo nga no, this feels familiar. Automatic fight mode na ako or flight mode, because freeze, flight or fight, yeah. So automatic ganun na ako or ikaw to me, because meron palang trauma that only surfaced, trauma from your ex and trauma from my ex that only surfaced during that moment na yun din yung reason kung ba't tayo nag-aaway. Diba?
So, do you remember the time? What was like the first time? Kasi ako, I think we had a lot of arguments. And I think most of our arguments are coming from unhealed parts of ourselves. Meaning, yung mga time na unintentionally na we're hurting each other. It's not that because we want to hurt each other. It's because we're hurting from a certain trauma, from a certain past, from a certain hurt. Now we're projecting it into our relationship. Kasi I remember, super funny. Ito parang, just to share.
Pag ako yung nilaglag mo,
Sikreto lang na. Super funny kasi parang recently I had a breakthrough when it came to relationship. Yeah. Especially the relationships with your family.
Yeah.
Right? So, I felt...
And recently to, so 2 years na tayo nagde-date.
2 years na tayo nagde-date. And then like...
Ngayon pa lang
2 months ago.
Yeah.
A month ago. We talked about it. Na I was so hesitant in building a relationship with your family. Subconsciously, I was trying. I thought I was like, andito naman ako,
consciously
naman ako,
yeah.
I'm doing. But subconsciously, I was doing things that are hurting my chances of building the relationship with your family. So, it started when I noticed din na, oy, bakit ganun? Parang hindi ako, and you called me out, right? You gave me that feedback na so, for context.
It's important to give or have a check-in point with your partner.
Yeah.
It's important na mag-check-in kayo, give feedback to each other. And we do that parate.
Yeah.
Diba? We do that parate. And so, at one of the feedback sessions that we had, we were talking about this.
Yes.
Na you're a 7. I think I
Sabi niya, from a scale of 1 to 10, and you should do this as well. If you're in a relationship, you should have check-ins. Na for example, every single month, right? You sit down and you talk to each other and say, from a scale of 1 to 10, how good was a partner am I to you? How did I show up as a partner?
The
past month, from 1 to 10. And then you talk about what worked and what could work better so that you continuously improve the quality of the relationship. I think it's very healthy to have that, right? So we did that. Ginawa natin. So sabi natin. Okay, and then you gave me a feedback. You said, I'm a 7. I'm a 7 out of 10 sa pagiging boyfriend.
Yeah.
Kasi I wasn't building a relationship with your family. And I thought I was.
Which is a top in my values, family-oriented. So, and you have a really good relationship with your family. I think I have, diba? So, parang for me, parang,
BFF na kayo ni Mama.
This could work better, no? Yung not that you don't have a relationship, except for me, parang may next level pa.
Yeah. So, when I got that feedback, I was so shocked because I thought I was already doing well. Like, I'm trying, I'm showing up. Like, I'm doing the things that I thought I'm supposed to be doing.
Then, nag-fight ka pa na parang
hindi.
Inano ko na. Yan na yun. Nagagawa ko naman na.
I'm doing my best na gano'n. So, I was, di ba, dineflect ko yung feedback. But again, kaya may check-ins para ma-check mo din yung capacity mo to really listen to your partner. So, nung sinabi niya sa akin yun, I was like, where is this coming from? Saan nagagaling to? So, okay, I tried to understand. Okay, explain more. Ganyan. So, we talked about it.
Yeah.
And then you showed me the patterns where I was. Diba? Na parang,
we were just digging
deep.
From the past.
So, parang
we were trying to get the reason from when you were a child. Oh, maybe because, your mom is an OFW. Remember?
Yeah,
na parang, the pattern of being left by a family member. So, you're not...
And not even that. Diba? Parang... Nung na-realize ko nga na, oh my gosh, meron nga akong pattern na, yes, I'm showing up, pero hindi the way that I know I can, or you know I can. So, parang I asked like, bakit? And then I realized that it came from a relationship trauma.
Yeah.
Which is, in my previous relationship, I built a connection with, my girlfriend back then, sa family niya. And then, it got broken. I felt betrayed. Right? And so now, I'm bringing that hurt in this situation, which is totally unfair.
Yeah.
Right? Na parang, bakit ka takot masaktan sa mga taong hindi ka pa naman sinasaktan or whatsoever? Diba? Like, bakit ka natatakot? And that's the thing eh. If hindi mo pinapayagan yung sarili mong or hindi mo hinahayaan yung sarili mo magkaroon ng chance na pwede kang masaktan, meaning you're protecting, you're shielding yourself from the possibility of being hurt. You're also shielding yourself from the possibility of feeling joy.
Yeah.
So ngayon, hindi ko rin hinahayaan ma-build yung relationship na masaya yung relationship ko with your family kasi I was so scared that I might get betrayed. But now, na hindi ko yun alam, it's also becoming here na since now, walang relationship, medyo, shaky din. No? Mas masasaktan ako. Diba? Na parang, hindi ko na experience yung joy.
Yeah, which is, I think, is unfair to you and the recipient.
Oo.
Kasi ikaw, you have a big heart, a big capacity to love, but you're not, parang getting the full extent of how much love you can give out to people around you. At the same time, yung recipient, alam mo yun, yung magiging relationship nyo lang din, parang shallow lang din.
Yes.
Diba? Parang up to a level of what you can give. Kasi let's be honest, the love that you can give out is the same amount of love that you can give back.
Yep.
You can get back.
Yep.
Diba? So parang, if you're only giving a 2, you'll definitely get a 2. Siguro max 2.5. Diba? But if you're giving out 10, grabe, yung babalik din sa'yo, posibleng ganon.
Yeah.
Diba? To that level. And parang sabi ko, unfair to me, unfair to you, and unfair to my family. Yeah. Na just because you had that trauma in the past, they don't get to parang appreciate you the way I appreciate you. Kasi ikaw, nagpo-full out ka ng love sa akin. Sa ibang tao, hold back. Diba? Because of trauma.
Past.
And you wouldn't know this if not for that check-in. If you're not in a relationship, di mo naman malalaman na ayaw mo pala mag-build ng relationship sa family ng, alam mo yon, ng next partner mo. Kunwari single ka, di mo naman yung ma-realize diba? So, makukuha mo lang talaga yung mga bagay na gusto mong ayusin kapag ka nasa relationship ka.
Yeah. Yun nga eh. So parang may mga tao kasi 'di ba na I'm choosing myself muna. Like, yes, sure, but choosing yourself doesn't mean closing off others eh. But in the way that people talk about healing, they think na they will come to a point na magpapaka-single muna ako para ma-heal ako.
Huy, sino yan?
Magpapaka-single muna ako para ma-heal ko, para ready na ako sa relationship. But let's be honest, you can never really be ready for that, for like having a perfect relationship, because a relationship is still work. Parang, don't get me wrong, mahalaga pa rin yan, self-care, self-love, even if you're in a relationship. But I don't get it why people close themselves in terms of posible na ma-fall in love ulit sila. Which should be something that's totally normal na, look, you got hurt, someone hurt you, someone betrayed you, but that doesn't mean that everyone will. Get? So parang ikaw, kung your past relationship didn't work, yes, you do have a lot of like self-discovery going on, because that's lifetime naman, diba?
Yeah, even if you're in a relationship, you keep discovering things about yourself.
Yes. So parang ako lang, what I'm saying is, yes, self-care, self-love, but also be open to experiencing love. Be open in being na posible nga na yung mga taong mamimit mo, sila na yung the one or the next one. Not to the point na hahanapin mo siya. I think that's where people get it wrong. Na when I say na be open in a relationship kahit single ka, na parang hahanapin mo siya, no? Punta ka na sa Bumble. Not necessarily. Parang
message mo to sa sarili mo.
Oo, na parang i-open mo lang, 'di ba? Hindi mo kailangan maghabol, pero pag may dumating, okay.
Yeah.
Gano'n, 'di ba? So that's on me. Now, something about you, naalala ko lang, na maybe from a past relationship trauma, is something about walking out. So, we had a fight back then nung nag-walk out ako. Well, because for me, if things get really emotional, like, I walk out, right?
I think daddy issues na nga to.
I need to get some air, right? Ganon. And then pagbalik ko, lahat na ng gamit ko na-empake mo na. No, wala na. Pinalayas na. Wala na lahat ng gamit. No? Ready na to move on. No? So parang
may background music na yung bahay ko.
Oo. Parang nagsi-self-love stories ka na bigla. Diba? Ganon kabilis. I just went for like a 15-minute walk. Pagbalik ko, wala na. Talagang move on na siya. But that was so funny to me, but also something that I've been so curious about. You know this, right? Na parang, that's a trigger for you. Kasi, like, even if I walk out the door, that doesn't mean I'm gonna leave you. If I go out and get some fresh air, like, that doesn't mean that I'm gonna leave you. Pero, for you, it was. Diba? For you, it felt like it was. But you know that it also came from a past relationship or something, right? Yeah.
Natatawa lang ako. Kasi yung maleta mo nandun sa unit ko. Tapos, dinala mo kasi yung maleta mo.
For context, sabi niya ang kalat ng mga
sabi ko,
gamit ko.
Ang kalat ng mga gamit mo dito, unit ko to Oh.
So, ang ginawa ko, kinuha ko yung maleta.
Nilagay niya lahat ng
mga
gamit niya.
Tapos dinala ko sa bahay ko. Pagbalik ko,
lahat ng naiwan na gamit.
Kahit yung mga regalo ko sa kanya, andun na din. Ready na siya isuko lahat. So, parang ako, what is happening? Let's talk.
Natatawa lang ako. Pero I think the reason why I got... No, kasi we had an agreement. No walkouts.
Yeah.
Kasi nga, yung walkout for me is something na parang, I wanna inject this na. Love language.
Yes.
My love language, receiving love language is physical touch and acts of service.
Yeah.
So for me, parang I feel unloved the most if you're not physically present with me. Tapos mag-aaway tayo, walk-outan mo pa ako. So syempre, yung parang feeling ko na parang, oh my gosh, parang...
Wala na to.
Oo, I feel so unloved times negative 100 na talaga. So parang nag-deal tayo na we won't do that. Diba?
Pero, but that's the thing. Hindi
mo
naman,
yung maleta mo.
Nilipat ko lang yung gamit. Like, parang, point is, okay?
Pero parang I think yung nagtitrigger talaga dun sa akin is yung relationships before na would
Walk out.
would walk out and meron ako LDR before na hindi na nag-work dahil magkahiwalay.
Nag-walk out tapos hindi na talaga bumalik.
Literally may maleta rin dala. Umalis na. Diba? Na parang this feels you naman I think that's where the traumas come in eh. When the pain feels the same.
Yeah.
Diba? Na parang this feels familiar. Yes. This feels so familiar that I don't want this.
Yeah.
So parang syempre automatic naman response yan ng body natin na
freeze.
na-experience ko na to before, naalala ko masakit to. Ano ko? Fight ako.
Yeah.
Or freeze. Or ako na mismo aalis sa relationship. Diba? Kaya importante na mag-check-in din. Kaya after natin mag-away, ba't kasi dinala mo yung maleta? Diba usapan wala magdadala ng gamit? Bakit dinala mo yung maleta mo? Wala namang laman yan.
Sabi mo ang kalat. So parang, alam mo
so
yun
parang
na...
biglang, miscommunication. I was literally packing yung mga kalat na sinabi mo. Na kalat. Diba sabi mo? Pero it's good that we had that relationship. But in reality, a lot of relationships get broken because they don't communicate what they are doing.
Yes, especially
during
in
the fight.
Yes.
And diba, when the emotions are high, intelligence is low. And when the emotions are high, lahat na pwede mong magawa bigla. And if you don't get to debrief that, nadala-dala mo pala yung trauma from a previous relationship and you're already projecting something. Unfair.
Yeah.
Diba? So, wala, nakakatawa lang. Kasi it surfaced only during that fight.
Yes.
Na never ko naman naisip na, iiwan mo ko. Pero diba, dahil yung maleta mo na nandun sa unit ko, dinala mo bigla yung maleta mo. Na parang matchy maleta pa tayo. Tapos iiwan mo yung maleta ko mag-isang walang kamatchy. Parang yun yung nasa isip ko, how dare you? Pero subconsciously, ang nararamdaman ko pala is, oh my God, I remember this feeling na naiwan ako may maleta, umalis, and then never nang bumalik.
Yeah. So parang, for me, what I'm getting from this is, overreactions are triggers to what's hurting. So if you see someone overreact, that means it's not the action itself. It's because they probably saw that from their past relationship and it meant differently.
Hey there! Alex Calleja here. Bakit ako nandito? Kasi gusto kong ipaalam sa'yo na may podcast din ako. It's called Punchline with Alex Calleja. I talk about everything. Serious, happy, sad, pero sa dulo, may punchline or may comedy. Again, it's Punchline with Alex Calleja. Available on Spotify o kung saan ka man kumukuha o naikinig ng podcast. Namumukhaan kita, nilista ko pangalan mo, kaya see you there.
Right? So it's really important to have open communication na for my side, it was an apparent overreaction, but for you, it was natural na talagang sure ako, ito talaga yon. Walk out na siya.
Na-delete ko na yung mga pictures sa IG. Na-archive ko na lahat.
No?
In like 15 minutes, archive. Diba?
So parang, but then for me, it was a clear overreaction. That's when I know na, oops, this is not what it seems. Like this is something deeper. And that's when we talked about it.
Yeah.
And now I'm fully aware that I cannot move out in that manner.
Yeah.
I cannot just even open the door in that manner.
Magalit ka, dyan ka magalit sa tabi ko.
So dito na tayo sa bahay, doon ka sa may bintana, doon ka magmukmok.
Correct.
Pero hindi ka pwede umalis. Right? Now we're setting boundaries for our fight, which is something very important. Like people talk about love languages, but I think it's important to know what's your fight language.
Yeah.
Right? Once I understood your tendencies, kung paano ka mag-react sa mga away, that's when I fully understood as well na especially where we're in the fight na ops, okay, love ako nito. Ganto lang siya mag-express ng fight niya. Ganto lang siya lumaban.
Sige. Before natin discuss siguro briefly yung fight languages, no. I wanted to share ito na, the relationship traumas that you carry, you can only sometimes, I think you can only understand or see them when you're debriefing, when you're actually talking about the trauma.
Yeah.
Diba? Na parang you can only address it, fix it. I think most of the relationship traumas that we have, naayos natin siya or napag-uusapan na naayos natin siya, napapansin natin siya, nabibigyan natin siya ng energy because pinag-uusapan natin na parang, what is this?
Yeah.
Like, this is overreaction. What's happening? What's really going on? What is this about? What's the trauma? What are you projecting? Alam mo yung mga ganong question. It will only come out when you have that deep conversations about the relationship or about the person you are with.
Yes.
Or ikaw din, diba? With yourself. So, if you're in a relationship, it's important that you have that check-in, that you have that check-in more than the how was I as a partner or how am I as a partner. It's more of, na-notice ko to, diba? Na-notice ko to sa'yo, what is this about? Maybe in your past relationship, may ganito bang lumabas? Ano bang experience mo? Or ikaw din, as a partner, if alam mo naman yung story, remember ako naman yung nag-bring up sa'yo na, uy, na-gets ko na.
Yeah.
Maybe yung sa partner mo before, yung parents.
Yeah.
Bigla ka lang, nawalan kayo ng relationship after what? 11 years of treating them as your own parents.
Yeah.
Nawalan ng relationship. That's why now you don't even wanna build a good relationship or subconsciously you're not building a relationship that you can treat my family or my parents as your parents.
Yeah.
Diba? Parang na-realize ko, nagpagtagpi ko lang siya because I was also listening to your past traumas. Which is ikaw din. Ganun ka din sa akin.
Yes.
Diba? So parang check and balance with your partner all the time.
The thing that I want to share about healing is that when you become aware of like the root of it, is you're basically going through like every decision that is similar to that. Kasi I remember nung na-highlight mo yan sa akin.
Yeah.
And then na-realize ko, I was just like,
He was like purging for like 2 days. No, like 2 days. You were
2
purging.
days, nakatulala lang ako like, oh my gosh, that was my pattern for the past like how many years. And in healing, it happens like that eh. You get aware of it and then all the bad decisions, the mistakes that you've made, magre-resurface din siya. Oh, dahil dyan, nagawa mo to. And I think it's very important that, yes, you become aware of it. That's the first step. But also, you have to really forgive yourself na you didn't know any better.
Yeah.
Like, at that moment, you thought it was the best thing to do.
Yeah.
It's still a wrong thing in a sense, but at that moment, it was the best thing for you. So the faster you can forgive yourself, the faster you can really work on the relationship that you have with yourself and the relationship you have with your partner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
So yeah. So, fight love languages, right? We talked, we mentioned it earlier. Like, every love language has is it a fight love language? I'm not sure if it's called the fight love language, but I do know that there's an opposite of the love language,
yeah.
right? Parang, this is how, kung itong love language mo, most likely, ang response mo sa mga hurt, sa mga traumas is this.
Yeah.
So it's like that. No? So let's talk about it. So quick brief lang. The different love languages are physical touch, words of affirmation, acts of service, quality time, and then gifts.
Yeah.
Right? And for each of it, meron kang parang trigger. Right? So for physical touch, sorry, anong tama ba yun?
Lumayo.
So lumayo. No, I think if it's quality time, I think it's isolation. Right? So for example, if ang love language mo is quality time and then someone hurt you, ang gusto mo dyan is mag-isolate. Like, wala mo nang kakausap sa akin. Yun yung self-sabotage mo. Yun yung parang...
Kasi you don't wanna feel love.
You don't wanna feel love.
Or you don't wanna give
Can we call this like unlove languages?
Unlove language. Sige, magpausa tayo. Malay mo maging, study.
So, merong love languages and then meron ding unlove languages.
Wow.
Right? So, love languages, for example,
yung 5.
quality time.
Yeah.
Right? The unlove languages of it language of it is isolation. Meaning, I don't want to feel loved. So, ang gagawin ko is, I'm gonna lock myself from anybody else. Like, ako lang. Something that I also notice is gifts. If your love language is gift, maybe your unloved languages is buying stuff you don't really need. Like, tawag doon?
Overspending, retail therapy.
Like gastos na parang mga overspenders din talaga. Because, diba, ang love language mo is receiving gifts. And then, ikaw, since you don't want to feel loved, gagastos ka. Parang yun yung self-sabotage mo. Right? Words of affirmation. I think words of affirmation, ang unloved language niya is silence. Pwede. Like,
Pwede.
not speaking anything.
Yeah.
Like, talagang, ang tawag doon? Silent treatment.
Nonchalant.
No? Pag nonchalant ka.
Oo. Pag nonchalant si Alec, kinakabahan na ako. Kasi, ibig sabihin, ang love language ito, words. So, pag di na siya nagsasalita, iba na to. Oh my gosh. Next level away na to.
Ganun na.
Yeah.
Physical touch, I feel, pag physical touch is like staying in bed. Like, alam mo yun, na parang
Not going out.
Not going out.
Yeah.
Pero yung comfort ng bed na nakamukmuk lang. Kasi you still feel the physical touch, yet it's towards self-sabotage na eh. Gets? So, syempre yung iba, medyo ibang level din ng physical hurt. Pero, for most people, like the unloved language is not eating,
Yeah.
not taking care of the body, not sleeping,
Yeah.
no, not going out, not seeing the sunlight. So, that's the unloved language. Meron ba? Acts of service.
Yeah.
So, pag acts of service ka, ang unloved language mo ay not taking a bath,
Yeah. Tamad.
so
Yan.
kinakalat yung bahay. Kahit na usually malinis naman ang bahay, pero ngayon,
Not serving yourself.
yeah.
Self-sabotage mo yun.
Yeah.
So, unloved languages are self-sabotage
Yeah.
triggers, ganyan. Gandang study yan.
Tama. We did a research about this. So, yeah.
I love that. So, ano yung best tips mo? Wow, okay nag-interview. Ano yung best tips mo to heal relationship traumas? Oh, let's say, for example, okay, I'm listening to this podcast and right now, I am in a relationship that I feel we're hurting each other because of a lot of past relationship traumas. How do we start healing each other?
I think the most prerequisite of it all, the most prerequisite of healing is to have an open communication to the point na you are vulnerable. A lot of people think kasi na when you're communicating, sinabi ko na, okay na. Hindi. You gotta communicate with a lot of vulnerability. Meaning, you open yourself and talagang yung totoong nararamdaman mo that leaves you so open and so open to people betray you, hurt you, judge you, or whatever. Like, people think na communicating, yun na yun. No, hindi.
Speaking, they think that communication means being able to say what you feel.
Yeah, but it's not.
It's processing.
It's really deep diving it na yung people kasi, ikaw, ayoko yung ginawa mo kanina. That's communicating. Right? Sinabi mo na. But if you wanna really heal your relationship traumas, nasaktan. You gotta do it like this. Nasaktan mo ako kanina. But I know that it's my perspective on it. Probably coming from my past traumas. So can we talk about it? And it feels really scary.
Oh yeah, when you tell me like at the height of the galit, tapos sasabihin ni Alec, what is this really about? What's this trigger? What's this trauma, babe? Like, I can't understand what's happening to you. Parang ako mas lalo ko natitrigger. Kasi, oh my gosh.
Mas lalo mong
ilalabas mo yung yung trauma ko diba? Mas lalong, I don't wanna be as vulnerable because no, this is not a trigger. Mali ka lang talaga. Magde-defense ka agad, diba?
And that's what happens in a close...
That's how you break through that, that trauma. That when you feel like awkward, nakakainis, vulnerable state, open, and all of that, and you don't wanna open the wound. Kumbaga sa sugat, lagyan natin ng mga agwoksinada para lalong mag-heal yan. Pero masakit siya sa umpisa.
Masakit talaga.
Diba? And that's the hardest part in healing. When you have to literally face
Yes.
the problem, face the na pag sinabi talaga ni Alec, what's this about? This is not about anything. This is about you. Ay,
ganun
patay.
lang. Okay.
Alam na niya yan.
Hindi
Lalo
yan.
na. Kaya
Hindi
mas
yan.
nakakainis. Diba? Mas nakakainis. Mas
Kasi,
lalo.
yun nga yun eh. Parang, in a open communication, you have to talk about the hard stuff. And most people don't want to talk about the hard stuff. They just want to do what's like easy and, chill lang. But if you really want to have a deep relationship, then you gotta be okay with that. You gotta be okay with the possibility of being hurt.
Yeah.
And trust that this person who's in front of you right now, your partner, your spouse, your girlfriend, or your wife, or your husband, or whatever, they will see the chance na masaktan ka, but they're not going to. They're gonna choose not to hurt you. And I think that's what love is.
And if they do, then maybe they're not the person for you.
Yeah. Kasi I feel na you like someone because, and you love someone despite all the possibility of not loving this person, seeing all their traumas, seeing all what's wrong for them, and still choosing to love them despite everything. I think that's when you know na, I want to be with this person talaga. Like, I'm committed to this person. Because this, whatever I'm seeing here, this is work. Right? This is ugly stuff. This is not the Instagram, cute photos, aesthetic photos, kilig-kilig moments. This is life. This is deep stuff. Right? And if you're not willing to talk about those things, and if you're not willing to be in a space na you really have to sit down and talk about it, then maybe they're really not the one for you. Because the thing about you as well is that, yes, it's hard, but it's also the hard that I'm willing to choose.
Sorry. I love it.
Oh yeah.
Like you get lucky in life when you find that person who's willing to work with you in all the ugly things about you. Cue yung background music. Ano ba to? Bakit ako nandito?
Anyway, thank you so much. I love talking about our relationship to the podcast.
Yeah, I think we need to continue date nights.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Our podcast.
Yeah. Or I'll just have you here as a regular part of my show. Yeah.
I think I need to be paid. Comment below if you think it's fair that I'm paid for every episode.
I don't. We shall see.
Anyway. Thank you so much for having me, Mr. Alec Cuenca.
Yeah. I mean, this is just, a normal conversation for us. But thank you so much for allowing the audience to hear your thoughts as well. And I'm
Thank
really
you for
lucky.
revealing all our fights, huh?
No, it's just the surface. Part 1 pa lang to. We'll have more. But yeah, I really appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're gonna have a lot more episodes. So
May budget naman si Alec to pay
definitely.
me. Yeah.
You're gonna hear more of Yanni's thoughts.
Make
and
this
wisdom.
episode like a top episode so he will keep guesting me.
Yeah, and if you like this one as well, make sure that you share it on Instagram, Facebook, or
Tag
whatever.
us.
Don't forget to tag us at Alec Cuenca and at
Coach
Yanni
Yanni
Moya. Everywhere, right? And we just want to know if you guys are listening to this and if you enjoyed this very, very fun episode, so we could do more of it. But yeah, thank you so much. I really enjoyed this episode. Maybe just one final thought for people who want to get better at healing while in a relationship, aside from all the things that we talked about.
Be willing to, if you really want to heal, be willing to face your dark side. Because when you face your dark side, that's when you enter and break through to your light side. When you start letting go of the baggages, you start getting lighter and lighter until you see na parang, oh, that's, kaya people will actually tell you na parang nagbago ka na. Parang may nagbago. Parang nag-bloom ka. It's because you're letting go of the things that are that you thought are negative about you. So, if you really want to heal, be willing to be honest with yourself and say, okay, this is no longer serving me.
Yeah.
Then, this is what I need to do.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I agree 100%. And if you guys want to learn more about healing,
Meron pala ako isa pa.
Okay. Sige.
If you really want to heal relationship traumas, be in a relationship. Don't be scared. Yung iba dyan, lalagyan pa ng timeline yung sarili, diba? Na, I wanna be single for like 2-3 years. Okay lang naman, except go out, meet people, be with people, and start healing and unloading.
Yeah.
Huwag mo lang gamitin lang sila to heal. But, start unloading.
Yeah.
What's no long, what
Uncovering
unhealed or the wounds
that
you have. That's how you really heal.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Love that. If you want to learn more about healing, I wrote more of it in my book, Your Best Year Ever. Because again, if you want to live your best year ever, you gotta deal with the things that you don't want to deal yet. So I wrote it there. If you want to restart, if you want to grow yourself, check it out here. The link is down below. You can grab a copy of it now.
We're on Shopee, TikTok, and the website.
Yeah, the website. Or you can just send me a message so I can help you out with it. Again, thank you so much for being here. I had fun doing this podcast. I want to have more guests as well. So thank you so much for being the first one to guest while I restart my show. And so yeah, again, my name is Alec Cuenca. Thank you so much. This is Small Talk, small conversations with huge impact. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
The opinions of podcast creators, hosts, and guests are not necessarily reflective of the official stance of the Pod Network Entertainment, its hosts, or other network programs. The content created by the people behind the podcast is personal and not meant to harm any religion, ethnicity, group, organization, company, or individual.